Hello everyone, what is up and welcome back to the channel iRumors. Today's video is just going to be me giving tips to all the tech collectors out there. For those of you who don't know and for those of you who are new to this channel, I am a tech collector myself. So if you have seen all the videos in my channels, there are a lot of reviews, a lot of testings, a lot of self-repair videos. So all the devices that I used to do a review on, or if I did a small repair on it, I don't sell them and I actually keep them. Sometimes I sell some devices, but those are mainly all those main devices that I'm using. I don't really sell away all these collectible devices, especially the iMacs and all the various MacBooks that I buy to do a review on. I've been collecting tech products, vintage tech and modern tech for about 5 years now. Made lots of mistakes, expensive mistakes, and of course I've really learned from them. In today's video, the only thing I want to do is give tips. Give tips and tricks for those of you who are collecting tech products so that you don't make the careless mistakes that I did and lose a lot of money by spending for repairs and a lot of other things. So without further ado, let's get started right into the video. The first and the most important thing that you need to have before being a tech collector is a pretty obvious answer, and that is funds. You need to have a good backing with money if you're going to be thinking of collecting tech products, because of course nothing comes easy. And if you're someone like me who slowly saves up over the course of a year just to upgrade to a new device, if you're someone like me, then tech collecting might not be something for you. For me, I've sometimes either gotten device for free, a lot of devices I've gotten for free from friends and people I know, and sometimes I get it off like a really good deal. But sometimes when I'm looking for some devices, like there was once I was taking a look at the iPhone 2G for about $600. They were fully working set with the box and everything, but I didn't go for it. If I'm a tech collector, I really want to get that device, but I didn't go for it. And the reason is financial backing. If you don't really have that much of financial backing, the first thing to do is to start off with your passion for tech collection is probably collecting tech products that are not so famous and those that are affordable for your range. For example, here I've got the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 that I did a review on, fully working one. We have already talked about it in my review, but this I got it for about $30. This phone I got it for about $15, but it's a fully working phone, and this phone I got it for free. I just replaced the screen for about $20, did my own repairs. The full video is in my channel, so you can go check it out, but I just did a repair for about $20, and now this phone is fully working. I can use it to game, I can use it to take photos, to even download APK files. I can use this. And the same goes for the Samsung Galaxy S7. The phone is now currently dead, doesn't have battery, but this phone has a lot of burning marks, and this also I got it for free. So those were some of the examples of the mobile phones and the gadgets that I have that I've either gotten for free or gotten for a low price. It's not that easy to get products for free. The most easiest thing is to ask your friends and immediate family members if they have any tech products that's lying around that they don't need it. So you can ask for them. Money is not an issue, then there's nothing to say. You can go on eBay, you can go on Carousel and just get whatever products you want, just bid on them or just get the price and you're good. But now, since we have talked about how we are going to be starting off tech collection, let's talk about how we are going to maintain it. So let me just show all of you this is some of the device collections that I have, and I'm going to be talking about how I maintain it on a daily basis. I'm putting in ultra wide so all of you can have a better look at it. This one not counted because these are my main phones, so I'm just going to put them aside. And now if you take a look here the S7, Samsung Galaxy S7 is charging, and here I've got my Samsung Galaxy phones that I was talking about right now, just put over here. So these are the ones I was using for the video right now. And here I've got my ring light and all of that. And here you can see that this is my 11-inch mid-2012 MacBook Air that I did a review on quite some time ago. And here is my main MacBook, the M1 MacBook Pro. Here I've got this Samsung Windows laptop that I used to transfer the files, and if I want to download some songs and all of that, I use this. It's always nice to have a Windows laptop because it really helps when you're downloading APK files, when you're offloading things. This Windows laptop is really good. It's a monitor over here, and those are mainly for connecting it to my Power Macs that I have down below, and it's connected to this display right over here. So I have two Macs, so whenever I want, I'll just plug one of them out and I'll just on the display for this. And here I've got this is a pretty standard setup. This is my 21.5-inch late 2009 iMac that I did the review on probably about 2 years ago. I got it for about $100, a pretty solid iMac. We recently changed the RAM too on this, and well, it's just working perfectly fine, except that it just gets hot sometimes, but that's not really much of an issue. I've got that. Magic Keyboard and the Magic Mouse. So that's a pretty standard iMac setup. And those are some of my main personal computer collections, but I don't really keep them out. These are the ones that I keep them out, and all the other MacBooks, I've got them neatly stored. Now let me just show you how I neatly just store all the MacBooks that I don't use on a regular basis. These are the ones that I've either recently gotten it, or I've used them on a regular basis, or I just have them as a setup. Now let me just show you all the MacBooks that I've kept in the collection that is stored away. So that means I don't really take them out on a daily basis, but I do take them out often to just turn them on and see how it actually works. And here we've got the PowerBook, the iBook, and I've got the black color MacBook followed by this small cooler pad that I'm not using currently. Got it stored away. This is my bag, I'll just put it on top. So this is mostly for slide storages and just for laptops. So this sort of metal tray to just hold the laptops aside so you can stack one on top of another without actually putting pressure on any of the laptop. As for this Toshiba, it's fully dead. It's not even working. To the next cupboard, here I've stored all this is my first ever Intel MacBook, and this is the 2009 MacBook that I first got, my first ever MacBook that I got, and one of the earliest MacBook, which the review is even now a lot of you are watching, so thank you so much for that. That is this MacBook, and this is another Intel MacBook that I got. So that is how I store the devices, be it MacBooks or be it phones that I don't use on a regular basis. That means I rarely touch them. Like I've got a few, I've got this Asus Zenfone, I think, that I did a review on for what, very long ago. I forgot when was it even. That has been stored inside, and some of the MacBooks that I don't touch nowadays, and those are all stored inside. Place a metal tray on top, and that is to just put the MacBook separately and not put the weight. That is actually very, very important if you're being a tech collector. If you're going to be stacking all the MacBooks on one another, MacBooks at the bottom are going to get damaged. They're going to be holding all the weight. Either the screen is going to get damaged or the keyboard is going to get damaged. Something is going to happen and some problem might arise in the future. Just make sure you keep it in a cool temperature. Make sure the place where you're storing it isn't that hot. Mine is always room temperature, so that doesn't matter. But if you're keeping it somewhere where you think it might be hot, it's better to change the place where you store your electronic devices, because the hotter it gets, it will just degrade faster. Because if you're going to be spending a lot for your devices to buy and collect them, you should also invest at least half of the amount on a good storage area. If you're not going to be investing on a storage area, then buying the tech, be it any tech product, definitely be useless, because it's just going to be wasted. It's just going to spoil very easily. So a storage area is a must. Now let's move on to the phone category. What are the phones that I have and how do I maintain them on a daily basis? Let's take a look at it right now. Directly above my iMac, I've got this small wooden shelf that I've arranged to place all my phones. I used to keep them in a drawer, but that was not feasible. I had to stack them on top of one another, but now for me this is more easy. First, here you can see the iPhone 3GS, followed by here we've got the iPhone 7, we've got the iPhone SE in rose gold, my favorite color, got the iPhone 8, the iPhone 2G, the iPhone 6, and the iPhone 4S. But not everything is sunshine and roses. When we are collecting such massive products, let's not talk about laptops, because laptops are really long lasting and the problems on them are not really that obvious. But phones are not like that. You got to really maintain it really well in order for it to work properly. Now is the slightly more difficult part, which is maintaining the devices. Let me just show you the devices and we shall talk about it more.